Hey guys, it's Lindsay. I'm going to do the reading for Earth signs for August 2025. My candle has broken, so we're hoping that it stays in one piece um, and doesn't cause a fire. But we're going to try and do this reading. Okay. First, as always, if any of the messages in this reading don't feel like they are for you, please take only what you need and leave the rest. I ask that any and all messages that come through this reading come through with clarity and understanding for all those involved and for their highest good at this point in time only. Okay. We're going to start off with the general reading for Earth signs in August 2025, the general reading for Earth signs in August 2025. Spirit, if you could give us any messages for the Earth signs in August. Okay, this is strange, but I'm getting don't cry over spilled milk. um, so for me, that means don't cry over anything that has already passed, a situation that you have no control over now in the present. By setting your sights on the past, you are not moving forward in the present. And so this is the energy that's coming through Earth signs. It is Eight of Swords reversed. So it is you trying to emotionally divest yourself of feelings around a certain situation that has happened recently and or well, recently, but I would say at least in the past year or two, that may have had a heavy impact on you emotionally. And the thinking is what I'm getting very much is what is stopping you from moving forward at this time. So in August, there's an opportunity for you to move out and away and free yourself from whatever those emotional ties are. Free yourself from that situation and thinking about it constantly. Because when you are thinking about a situation constantly, you're retaining the energy of that situation. And if it's the type of situation that has led you to this, then that is the only type of energy you are retaining and reflecting back to yourself. So it's really time to cut those cords, Earth signs. Let's see if anything else comes out. And I do think for you, part of cutting those cords and moving beyond it, you're getting death and rebirth. So we are definitely talking about cord cutting here. Part of cutting those cords and moving beyond it, Earth signs, is definitely getting yourself outside. If you are someone who doesn't often get a chance to get outside, especially as being an earth sign, it's important for you to ground yourself, and that's how you kind of work through your emotions through the physical body and exercise and hiking, or anything that physically gets you into your body is very good for you. And I think that's part of your death and rebirth cycle at this moment, earth signs. I think that you are ready for that and ready for that emotional release and being free. I'm hearing that freedom, right? I see you guys kind of standing on a mountain and there is a body of water in front of you, and you're looking at the body of water, and the body of water very much represents your emotions. And I see you kind of climbing to the top of the mountain, getting yourself above and beyond those emotions that are holding you in one space. And that's definitely the energy that's coming through for you guys in August. We're going to start with Taurus and see what shows up for all my Tauruses. Taurus, let's see. August 2025, Spirit, what is showing up for Tauruses in August 2025? August 2025, Taurus. Justice. Now, I almost said judgment, but judgment and justice are very much the same thing. So it's interesting, Taurus, because you're getting these balancing cards, right? So judgment in itself is a balance card. So you have this kind of darker energy balanced with this light energy, and then you have the Two of Pentacles, which is very much the same. So that is where your focus needs to be in August, Taurus, is to balance. Because when Taurus is unbalanced, when they are unhinged, when they don't have any grounding happening, the mood swings can be pretty dramatic for you, Taurus, right? You need to be grounded. Excuse me. Um, it's interesting though, because I'm seeing hands, like we're talking about the mountain, climbing the mountain, but for you guys, I think it's almost literally climbing a mountain. Like if hiking is your thing, but I'm also seeing like hands on a rock wall. So I don't know if somebody is does rock climbing or something like that, but that's, when they put like the grip dust on their hands and they're climbing on the rock wall. I feel like you actually need to feel the earth beneath your hands, Taurus, and that's what is important for you at this time, is to physically feel the earth and put yourself out into, you know, um, the outdoors. It's something specifically about like the rock, like holding the rock, holding, not just like the dirt, but like actually like rock climbing or something like that. There's some kind of message in that. It's a message of strength mainly. I'm also seeing upper body. There's something with the upper body. So if you've been feeling a lot of stress in your upper body, a lot of stress in your shoulders, and this is part of that kind of strengthening and realigning those muscles, and that tension is through the physical activity, Taurus, which I think I always say this for Taurus, like that's that's never going to change for their advice, because Taurus, again, as an earth sign, kind of moves through the world in the physical, and that's very common for them. I also get, Taurus, that you are being pulled in a lot of different directions, specifically around work. And I think that that has made it very difficult for you to kind of move forward in your personal life. And so I do think, around work, through at least September or so, you are still going to be pulled in different directions. And that's kind of where the energy is continuing into. Like it is coming in very heavy in August, because, for a lot of people, that time of year is busy. So I do think that for you, and the way it's coming through, you will definitely still be pulled in a lot of directions. And sometimes you can't help that. So it's just good to recognize when that's happening and try to balance yourself out, Taurus, in whatever way that you do. Okay. There is something here, Taurus, also. So if you are in a relationship, I'm getting for those who are specifically in a relationship, this is not those who are single, but if you are in a relationship, a long-term relationship that you have cultivated, there's something around the partnership, the partner specifically, that I'm picking up. Somebody with either, it's this energy, it's like anxiety or depression or something like that type of energy within the partnership, where there is an inability to share the feelings, or they've stopped sharing their feelings, or they feel like they are burdensome, so I would definitely, if you're noticing this in your partner, kind of check in with them. There is this act of, or this idea of being a burden that I'm picking up, and obviously that would be someone very specific. But this is coming in through like a committed romantic relationship. So definitely check in on your partner. Um, and it might even be good in the way that it's coming through, Taurus, to do something outdoors physical together, to be active together, because this energy again is feeding into your own energy and need for balance. So if the two of you can, go outside, go on a hike, do something together, where you're physically moving through whatever your personal and personal emotions are in a shared way, I think it would be really helpful, especially in this time. especially since we are in the summer months in the northern hemisphere. So it's really the time to get out and about and not stay inside, even though I know that's your place, Taurus. You love to be inside. But like really do try to get out and about and get your, you know, your hands on the earth in that way. Okay, so let's go into Virgo in August 2025. Virgo, what are the messages showing up for Virgo in August 2025? Sorry, I get a little rambly sometimes. I'm trying to collect the messages. Let's see. Virgo, August 2025. Okay, Ten of Swords, Virgo. This is often it can be a wish fulfillment thing, but it's also like you looking into your next steps, the new horizon. Like she's traveling with the birds to wherever the birds are leading her, and she doesn't exactly know, but she's going that way. So, right now for you, Virgo, is very much a time of following your intuition, following your gut feeling on where you're going next, because I feel like you are on the precipice of taking a very large leap into the next stage of your life. And that's going to require you using all the tools in your arsenal, you know, really paying attention to the signs and the synchronicities around you to make the next step, because the universe is reaching out. It's like, I have you. I'm ready. We're ready. Let's go. But it depends on your trust and your intuition, Virgo. I'm also getting crossing borders. So you may be moving and or leaving your home into another place, and a different place that you've never been or lived before. So you see how there's a line here and she's just about over it. Crossing borders is what I'm getting, Virgo. She's ready to step over that line into the next phase of her life. Anything else for Virgo in August 2025? It's interesting because it's like the border is not only in the land, it's also in time. So between August and September, I'm seeing for one or two of you very specifically, the border of August and September, the time between summer and fall, the border of two places, living in two places. So it's like between August and September, you're going to be living in two separate places. And the King of Cups. And so this may be part of you, you know, moving upwards with a relationship, Virgo. So I definitely think that, you know, this is an aligned relationship in the way that it's coming in with the King of Cups energy. So this is someone who's emotionally mature, emotionally ready, and they are looking to kind of like build a family is what I'm getting. So if that is aligned for you, that's definitely coming in, is that kind of intention of building a relationship, building a family. And now what's left for you is kind of to choose in August and to make out the final details. So of how you're going to manage it, how you're going to move your life, because part of the, yes, you can be intuitive, yes, you can trust the universe, but then you actually have to get down to the brass tacks, so to speak, or the brass bowls, right? And actively choose how you're going to manage that next step, especially if it's such a large next step, Virgo. And it definitely feels like that, as again, as I said, between August and September, you are crossing boundaries, Virgo. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else for Virgo, and then we're going to go into Capricorn, Virgo. Okay. Just be careful as you're crossing also around your money. So whatever way and whatever happens with this movement, make sure that you have enough money that is your own in order to keep yourself stabilized, right? So don't rely on others. Make sure that you are settled in a way that you are stable, whatever the outcome is, okay? And I am getting a definite sense of freedom here happening. You're finally lifting out of yourself and you're following. You feel like you are most aligned with your path at this moment, at this time of transition. So keep moving on, Virgo. You're getting there. You're crossing those boundaries. Let's do Capricorn. Capricorn, August 2025. Spirit, what is the reading for Capricorn in August 2025? My father's a Capricorn. Tower, Queen of Cups. So there's this interesting break happening here between the Tower and the Queen of Cups, because the Tower is an uprising moment. It's a moment of choice. It's a moment where Tower moments we're often shown who we really are, because they can be, the most difficult moments, which is why a lot of people get freaked out when the Tower comes up in card readings. They're like, oh no, it's going to be horrible. Maybe, but also it is when you learn who you are as a person. It's when like your mettle is put to the test, right? So I don't get so concerned about Tower moments as I do about, are you able to emotionally handle those Tower moments, right? So we have the Queen of Cups showing up. So it's definitely an emotional handling of a Tower moment, Capricorn. So are you ready? Whatever is coming your way, are you prepared for it emotionally? Are you grounded in your earth sign to be emotionally prepared and be able to hold space for whatever that challenge is, right? So the way the Queen of Cups is showing is definitely a desire to be able to hold space. And I do think that you will be tested in August. Just be aware of that. I'm not getting a specific area of life, but I am getting definitely a very noticeable test of your wherewithal, Capricorn. Let's see what else is coming in for Capricorn August 2025. Can we get a little more clarity around the Tower moment, please? Tower and strength. See, that's really interesting. Okay, so we're talking. Okay. Okay. We're a little more clear now. So the Tower moment, the way it's coming through is around money. So it is strength around your money and your income, Capricorn, because whatever is happening, there is a change, a dramatic change around your money. So you're going to need strength for that. And then you're also going to need the emotional wherewithal to kind of back yourself up, right? And much in the way that Virgo is preparing, to cross a boundary, you are preparing for this moment, whatever this moment is, because it's going to evolve differently for everyone. So just be aware of that, as long as you are in good standing with yourself and your emotions, you can conquer anything. It's just really for you to be the judge of whether or not you are ready for that. Okay, so let's do a crystal card for the earth signs in August 2025. A crystal card for the earth signs in August. Black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is a really beautiful stone. So often people keep it next to their bed because it is a protective stone. It's a protective stone of dreaming, and we are often most vulnerable energetically when we are sleeping. All our defenses are down. So keeping it next to your bed and infusing it with the intention of protection is really wonderful. It is one of the most heavily or intensely spiritually protecting stones, I would say. So having it in or around you while you go throughout your day is also really important if you're someone who picks up a lot of energy off of other people. I would say that this is probably one of the most basic stones to kind of work with as far as protective energies, because of its sheer ability just to kind of maintain your boundaries, your energetic boundaries. So on the card it says, according to Arabic traditions, black tourmaline can protect us from nightmares. It's easy to believe this is true as it has such an underlying strength. It is easy to rest assured in its presence. Black tourmaline says safety and security, and within this safety and security, profound peace. Black tourmaline makes a great travel stone. So we're talking about Virgo traveling and moving. So keep it with you, or keep it in your car. Black tourmaline accounts for at least 95% of all tourmaline found. Keywords: protection, strength, security, and peace. And the quote around the card says, let nothing perturb you. Nothing frightens you. All things pass. Patience achieves everything. Mother Teresa. So I think that's a really wonderful card for the Earth signs for August 2025. Again, my name is Lindsey Rose. This is Storyteller Tarot. If you would like a reading, please check out the links in bio. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, or subscribe, and I wish you all well.